Okay, a muscle contraction begins when a nerve impulse acts on a muscle fiber and acetylcholine is released and binds to receptors on the sarcolemma. With an influx of sodium ions, there is a depolarization down the transverse tubules, which calcium is released from the sarcoplasmic reticulum and binds to tropin. Tropin is a little protein on top of the tropomyosin that intertwines within the actin. And with this, it uncovers the myosin binding sites on the actin. Before the myosin head can bind to the myosin binding site, it releases phosphate, and that just leaves ADP on the myosin head. And once the myofibrils start gliding past one another, it then releases the ADP as well. And once the ADP gets released, ATP then binds to the myosin head, but this also releases the myosin head from the actin. And the ATP breaks down and provides energy for the myosin head to reattach itself at another site. It can be seen as the cocking method in the power stroke. And once the ATP gets broken down, it reverts back to ADP and inorganic phosphate. And this process will continue until calcium ions are no longer present.